Hey, this your girl, msyelladiva. I am bringing you another episode of The Shy, Season 7, Episode 6. Do the shy thing, okay? Do the shy thing. Do the shy thing. Okay. Anyway, if you are new here, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We do reviews here, okay? Okay. And if you are returning, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome. Welcome. Give me a thumbs up. Like and share and subscribe to my channel and comment. And we will begin. Now, this is a play on the movie Do the Right Thing. Yes, honey. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Do the Right Thing. That's one of my favorite movies, okay? They have a lot of scenes that they recreated and Do the Right Thing, and it's giving it's giving on point. Do your thing, Lena. Do your thing, honey. Hillman grad, okay? Yes. So it's all the way to the ending. It's got some parts of Do the Right Thing in this movie. So kudos, 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 honey. Kudos with that. Okay. We give them all kinds of applause. All kinds of applause. Okay. Anyway. So So, all right. So the episode starts off with Darnell in the bed, and all of a sudden the power go out because that fan went right on out. Okay, that fan was like, that fan in that window. I remember the fans in the window growing up. Oh my God, because up. I'm from up north, honey. We ain't had central air conditioning, so you had your fan in your window, and it was good though because when it was at late, it was real cool. So the fan is blowing cool air in the house. But yeah, I know about that fan in the window. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So the power go out, and funny thing, funny thing, funny thing. When I was watching it, my power went out. My power went out too. And I was just like, oh. I said, is this part of the show? I don't know. And so then the power came back on. Then the power went on again and it stayed out. So I was just like, oh, I gotta call the electric company. I was like, so yeah, so funny thing. As soon as I started the episode and their power went out because I think they with Emmett and Keisha, is that Keisha? Keisha power went out too, and so then my power went out, and then the whole thing just cut off. So it was crazy. Um, yeah, so the power went out. Didn't I put this on Do Not Disturb? No, I did not. No, I did not. I did not put it on Do Not Disturb. My bad, y'all. My bad. Anyway, and if y'all knew that text sound, that's Sex in the City. I do reviews on and just like that. If anybody wants to know, I do. I love Sex in the City. Anyway, that's neither here nor there either. So Emmett and Keisha is throwing a party for somebody, and so they gonna have to go outside. But back in the day, you know, they gotta entertain them kids now because when the power go out, all the electronics go out and the TVs and everything else. So kids don't know how to go outside. We didn't even know the power was out because we was outside the whole time. We was outside hopscotch and jumping rope, playing any bounce, riding our bikes and stuff like that. So we didn't really know the power was out. But now, if the power go out, honey, the internet go out, the TVs go out, your gaming systems go out, everything go out, and so then you gotta, You gotta. I turned it on. Do not disturb. I'll be back. Hey y'all, I'm back. I had to take that call because that was one of my coworkers. Her son got a kidney finally, so I had to take that call. So thank you for waiting patiently for me. Let's get on with this do the shy thing episode, okay? So it seems like Damien got a little gambling problem, okay? So he said the AC was still out at Smokies, but the electricity wasn't out at Smokies. So he had he was in the freezer um betting on games on his phone, betting on games on his phone. So Emmett called. He was like, "Man, you need to get back. You need to get back to work." And so yeah, so yeah, he got a little gambling problem. Alicia's house has a generator, so she got AC, electricity, everything like that because Mama got a generator. She don't play no game. So her and Tiffany over there just living life, okay. And so Shad is not over there. He over there with Vic. Vic ain't got no AC, and he got his head in some ice water. And I remember somebody had they face in some ice water. I think Spike Lee had some face. He had his face in some ice water. Um, when during in Do the Right Thing, and y'all come here, and um he had a piece of ice that he rubbed all over Rosie Perez's body. Uh-huh. Yeah, all her little nips and stuff. Yeah, he had a little piece of ice in there. Y'all ain't hear that from me though. But you can watch the movie. Yeah, you can watch the movie, but y'all ain't hear that from me. And moving on, okay? So then Shy come out, try to wipe his face off, talking about how come y'all don't have no AC if I die, of heat stroke, it's because your broke ass. And Victor was like, you got some money. If you don't have no money, you don't have no AC, basically. And so Shy was like, I'll shut up. So Victor texts Jake to see if is their power out, and he said, yeah, they power out too. So Nook is texting Pastor Zeke about some money transaction that's gonna take place at the funeral. Funeral, by the way, is of the boy he capped for being too flashy. Okay, he Nook is going to the funeral of the boy he capped because he was being too flashy. Okay, okay, that's how much Nook is. Okay, he going to the funeral. Okay, he going to the funeral. Anyway, so Darnell has his radio out since that's the only thing that's working. Um, because it works on batteries, okay? And so he listening to the radio, and hey, Lena comes on. Lena is basically Samuel Jackson, because Samuel Jackson, um he he was the radio host in Do the Right Thing. So she playing Samuel L. Jackson part. Yeah, so anyway, so Darnell tells Emmett, because they had to clean out the refrigerator and stuff before the food go bad. Yeah, so he tells Darnell tells Emmett that Damien suffers from a gambling addiction. That's the reason why he got basically caught up with being a lookout, because he needed that money to pay for his debt, his gambling debt. So yeah, so uh Darnell said that he said, and he get honestly, Darnell said, my dad lost his house in a poker tournament. And so Emma's like, he said, Grandma said that she was just wanted to sell a house. She wanted to move out. She was like, no, he lost the house in the gambling tournament. That is an addiction, okay? That is an addiction. If that's the case, he losing houses in the gambling tournament. That is an addiction. I ain't never heard of that, but I've never been addicted to gambling. My mama could probably lose her house in the gambling addiction because when she go to the casino, it's on and popping. I'll be like, Mama, I don't have if I got $100 and I gamble with that $100, and whatever I win I just pocket and I keep gambling on that $100. After that, if I don't win and I ain't pocket nothing, that's it. I ain't giving no more money to no more casinos. I'm sorry. But my mom be like, go to the ATM. I be like, oh Lord, Mama, we gonna have to work. We gonna have to work on you. But yeah. But anyway, so Alicia, since she living in a lap of luxury and she got AC and all that other stuff, she was like, you don't want to lose all this when you have your baby. I repeat, you don't want to lose all this when you have your baby. Tiff, come here, baby. You in danger, girl. You, in the words of Whoopi Goldberg, you in danger, girl. Okay? 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 Oh my God. Okay? So, Alicia was like, I just want to protect him. And so Tiffany was like, well, so do I. And she was like, then she say, she said, so why you getting wet for Nook? Why you getting wet for Nook? Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So she said, I overheard you and Keisha talking, and you can't be fucking another dude while you got my grandbaby inside of you. Especially the dude who has something to do with his daddy's death. And so Tiff was like, I thought you said it was Zay. And she was like, well, Nook told me it was Zay, but he could be lying. I know that's right. So stay away from him. Okay, all right now. All right now, stay away from him. So then the newlyweds are, Dom and and Jamal are running Smokies since Damien is in the in the freezer gambling on football games. Okay, Dom and Jamal is running the restaurant. So Dom is cooking and Jamal is delivering Smokies. Okay, so and that is also another play on Do the Right Thing because Spike Lee was delivering pizzas for Sal's. So Jamal's delivering Smokies. Spike Lee was delivering Sal's. What was his name? Mookie? That was Malcolm. Malcolm. Mookie. I think his name was Mookie. Okay, anyway. So Reg tells Jake to invite his girl over. Okay. Yeah, his girl is Reg's age. He liked them older women. And so he wanted him to invite him over. Invite her over. So, And so Jake was like, you gonna leave? He was like, I'm gonna give you some space. I'm gonna give you some space. No, he didn't. He give you no space. He didn't give you no space at all, honey. Cause so as soon as Thoughtlandia came over, you know, um, uh, Jake went to get to Smokey's delivery, and so then Reg pushed up on his girl, and so his girl slept. Thoughtlandia slept with Jake Reg. Yeah, Jake's woman slept with Reg, and he was like that. That's the reason why. I had I had you to invite her over. So if she sleep with me, then she ain't good. I mean, he ain't lying. He ain't lying, but Jake was mad, 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 mad. He said, he said, you can have this apartment. I am moving in with Victor. Okay? I am moving in with Victor. You can have this apartment. Hello. So anyway, Emmett loans uh Damien 3 racks. Okay. 3 racks because he owes somebody. Okay. So Emmett loans him three racks. We'll see what happened with that. Darnell, Victor, and Shad sitting on a corner with an umbrella and a cooler. That is the same. It's in front of a red brick wall, and that's the same way Robin Harris. Robin Harris of Bebe's kids. He was sitting with his friends over there with an umbrella and a cooler, looking at all the women walking by. Same picture, same everything. So they talking about social media because Robin Harris and them couldn't talk about social media at the time because there was no social media. Okay, but now they're talking about social media, and so Shad was like, yeah, I like to slide in people's DMs and stuff like that. And so Darnell was like, you shouldn't be sliding in nobody's DM when you living with Alicia. And so Shad was like, yeah, it's getting crowded over there because, Tiff, and Tiff is the center of Alicia's universe. And so Victor was like, well, you sound like you kind of jealous. And he was like, he said, well, Shad was like, well, you want to switch places? And Vic was like, I wouldn't mind waking up to Tiff every morning. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. I wouldn't mind waking up to Tiff every morning. And so Shad was like, oh, really? And then Darnell was like, Shad, you are the most ineligible bachelor I know. He said you stay leaving beautiful black women's beds. You stay leaving beautiful black women's beds. He said first you cheated on Deja, and Victor was like, yeah, you cheated with my girl. That was not your girl, okay? You was running for mayor, congressman, or something, and they had that girl for you because they wanted you to seem like you had a girl or whatever, since you were dating trans women. Okay, that was the only reason why. But whatever the case may be, Shad did cheat on Deja with I forgot what her name was. Gemma's stepmama. That's all I know. I honestly forgot what her name was, but you did cheat on Deja with her. Then he said that now he said now you want to leave Rob's mama she got more money. She said she got to work in AC, and you leaving her because she focusing on her grandbaby too much. I know. She focusing on her grandbaby too much. That's why you want to leave. Then Shad was like, no, she too controlling. And so Victor was like, you want to be in control, but you living in her house?
You stupid.
You living in her house? You want to be in control? And so, and then Shad was like, yeah, when you put it that way, it do sound kind of crazy. You know. So he was like, I just want us to be partners. And so Darnell was like, but you ain't bringing in no money. You ain't bringing in no money. How you gonna be a partner with her if you ain't bringing in no money? And so Shad was like, I'm a protector. I'm her bodyguard. So he was like, he said, okay, Kevin Costner. Vic was like, oh, I can't believe I'm back on the market. And Darnell was like, well, I just want y'all to wrap it up. He said, because y'all want to be like Emmett. And both of them started laughing. Because it was like father, like son. He got babies everywhere too. So they started laughing like, nah, we don't want to be like you. Okay, we don't want to be like you. Anyway, Detective Toussaint, um, she gets DNA of Bakari, um, of Bakari's apparently when Rob got shot, Bakari threw up over there, and so they got his DNA from his vomit, okay, at the crime scene. Damien loses those 3 racks that Emmett gave him in a card game. So he owed probably $10,000 now. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Damien, it's gonna be bad for you. So Detective Toussaint goes to Victor, okay, while he's sitting outside with talking to Shad and Darnell. And so she said, come to the car. And so she said, well, where your brother at? And he was like, well, what you want with Jake? And she said, no, that's not the brother I'm talking about. She was like, so she shows him, she said, I'm talking about Reg. So she shows him that ATM photo where Reg and Jake looking crazy as shit. And so, and Victor was like, well, I can't tell anybody. I can't tell who these people are. He was like, so come back when you got something. And she said, I will. So Pastor Zeke tells Becky she can't come to the church cookout. She can't come to the church cookout, okay? No, you got to be behind closed doors, baby, okay? She said, she said, she said, but I work for you and I can't come to the church cookout. No, you can't, baby. Okay? No, you can't. So they him and Charles politely told her, you got to go somewhere. Okay? You got to go somewhere. And so, yeah, but Pastor took her back to the pews, and then he got it on with her in the pews, when nobody was at the church, but they was in the pews. Yeah, that's how they do it. Okay, moving on. So after Thoughtlandia, better known as Jake's ex-girlfriend, because she slept with Reg, okay? uh, after she leaves, okay, Thoughtlandia. Uh, okay. Thailandia. All right. Um, so Jake tries to leave. Well, he tried to fight Reg. Okay, he punched him. Reg didn't fall, and so then Reg tried to choke him out, and then he get away and he locked himself in the bathroom, and so he locked himself in the bathroom, and Vic shows up. And Vic was like, "What the hell, y'all? What the hell going on?" So he was like, "Y'all robbing ATMs now? Y'all robbing ATMs?" And so, and he said, "The police is looking for you, Reg." And so, in that time, Tiff texts Victor, "Can you bring me some junk food, please?" So yeah, and so Reg was like, "Who you texting?" He was like, "That's none of your business." He said, he said, and so then Reg was like, "Well, next time we just got to kill the cameras." And he was like, Vic was like, "There won't be a next time, or I'm gonna kill you myself." I know that's right. I know that's right. Yes, I'm gonna kill you myself. Okay, okay. But yeah, Tiff, can you bring me some junk food, please? That's right, Tiff. Get your stuff now. So Shad breaks up with Alicia. He said it ain't working out. She said Alicia was like, "Yeah, I knew this would be temporary because you young and stuff." She was just like, but it was fun while it lasted. Okay. And so Shad was like, "Well, I'm still on your payroll." She was like, "Yeah, I still need you. Still need security." So, hey, so they broke up. So we don't know where Shad going next. He stay leaving beautiful black women. Per Darnell, he stay leaving beautiful black women. So who next? Tracy. Who next? Okay. Probably Tracy. Who else? I don't think there's nobody else on there. Yeah. So anyway, Victor brings what's her name? Tiffany some White Castle. That was sweet. That was sweet. Okay. So Vic said, "I am still recovering from that mushroom." And so he told her what it was like. He told her that oh, glares in my eye. He told her that um his Trig, that's his, that's his gangster name basically, was trying to kill him, trying to kill Victor. And so Tiff was like, "Well, you gonna have to, um, probably, try to, kill Trig, to, be the stand up guy, Victor." And so he said, "But I don't know who I am without him." So Tiffany said, "You are amazing, good man." And she was giving him all kinds of accolades. And so Victor was like, "Thank you. That means a lot to me." And then Victor tried to kiss her. And then she was just like, I'm out.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
That's probably what she was saying. We all right. We all right. We ain't got a kiss. I just wanted to tell you, you got all those accolades, all that wonderful stuff. But don't kiss me, though. Don't kiss me. Don't kiss me. So so Detective Toussaint Detective Toussaint goes to talk to Bakari, but Bakari said, "I don't want to talk to you." She said, "Well, maybe I could talk to Lene," and he was like, "Leave Lene out of it." And so she said that I found your DNA around Rob's crime scene. She said, I don't think you did it, but you probably know who did it. So tell me who did it." She said, "Was it Reg?" And he was like, "I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it." So Bakari talks to Alicia. And Alicia, I mean, Bakari said the detective came and talked to me. And so asking me about, your son's murder. And so he asked, was it Reg? And so Alicia was like, "Who?" And so he was like, he said Jake's brother. And then Alicia was like, "Victor?" And so he was like, "No, he got another brother, Reg." And so Alicia was like, "Is he a killer?" And Bakari was like, "Yeah." And so Alicia was like, "Where can I find him?" Because she trying to find all of the killers, honey. So she said, "Where can I find him?" Where can I find him? So Alicia finds him with Shad driving. Okay, so he is getting smokies delivered again for the second time today. He getting smokies delivered at Jake's apartment. And so then I don't know why he didn't come up to the door like he did when was delivering from Jake, but no, he had to come down. And so they outside. Okay, they outside. And so Reg was giving him his money, and Jamal was standing in front of him, and Alicia pulled a gun, and she start capping. Just she start capping. Okay. She start capping. I mean, it was all kinds. It was. It was all. Oh, Alicia, what you doing? So then Reg got shot in the arm. So he started shooting back. and then um and then Jamal was laid out. We don't know we don't know if Jamal gonna live or die, but he was laid out, and Reg walked over him and went back into the apartment. Okay, damn, damn, Jamal, damn. Okay, oh, Jamal. Anyway, the lights come back on, and then they play "Let's Chill" by Guy. Let's chill, let's settle down. That's what I wanna do. Yeah, they play "Let's Chill." Okay, and that was the end of the episode. Give me a thumbs up, like and share, and comment and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.